I feel like we like kind of like we're here in the topic and then we went like way over there.
Well, because
basically the question was what we were trying to go to was, for example, like she said, she works 6 days a week.
Right.
I work a lot. I have starting to get like a busier agenda this year.
Right.
And when you want a guy that's basically like the right now, like just a dude that you can call up and be like, hey,
I want to hit.
I want to hit it.
I want to hit it.
Or I
want to hit it and quit it.
I want to cuddle.
What about the
not necessarily hit it and quit it.
I want to huddle.
No.
Hold on.
Okay.
Don't get it mixed up because now he's about to attack the fact
that tear up.
Okay, no.
Boys, straight men.
Okay, for example, like if the guy that you're calling up is your friend, so obviously there is some kind of an emotional attachment, which kind of helps the situation, but it necessarily is not a love kind of attachment. It's just a friendship that you feel comfortable with enough to be naked next to that person, obviously have sex. It's not necessarily like I'm trying. It's not. I'm necessarily just trying to be a hookup. Yeah, we can have a conversation after the sex. But it's just the fact that is it wrong? Is it wrong to have a guy that's just the right now? Is basically what she's trying to ask.
I got you.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
But he has the problem with it
because there are some people who are just not in the relationship state of mind.
But guys,
a lot of us
I think assume that we are
because
of how we treat you when we're with
But do you let guys know that up front? Is what I'm getting at.
Okay. So here I had a situation. I had a situation like a couple weeks ago where it was an ex of mine that I happened to hook up with.
Right.
And I kind of figured that when I got there that it was going to happen because he started talking about how he broke up with his girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, here we go. This guy is going to totally trying to.
I believe women hate that.
It's like, just tell me up front.
Speak about other guys.
Okay, because when I get there, it was late. It was after work. Okay, he randomly called me to come hang out.
So he wants to hit.
So, okay, but it's the thing is that here's what happened. So I got there, we
got it.
We're watching. No, we were smoking.
Y'all was watching porn.
No, we weren't watching porn. We were smoking. We were smoking. And
where was y'all smoking? I mean, come on, everybody. Where was y'all smoking?
Okay, look.
Everything.
We were smoking cigarettes.
No, y'all was smoking.
We were smoking happy cigarettes.
Heroin.
With extra menthol. And so he was like, so he says, so this is what he says. He goes, it's running late. He's like, you could spend the night. He's like, you can lay next to me and cuddle.
Yeah.
Or you can lay on the couch. And I'm just like, is he seriously asking me if I want to lay on his bed and cuddle or don't want to lay on the couch? It's like, what kind of fucking question? Why? And then he goes, oh, if you feel uncomfortable changing in front of me, and it's like, stupid, I've seen you naked before. Like, why would it be a big deal?
Right, wow, yeah.
So at this point, so it's really awkward because, I mean, mind you, like, I haven't seen him, like, naked in a while. But at the same time, it's like, whatever. So when we get in bed, we're, like, laying there. And he's like, I thought you were weird about cuddling. And I said, no, I'm not weird. It's just, well, he's kind of really super skinny, so it's a little awkward. So whatever. So he's like, so he starts ranting about, oh, well, if we hook up, like, da-da-da-da, and, I don't want it to be like, and I'm just like, okay, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it. Like, shut up.
Shut up and do it.
I don't need an explanation.
No explanation. She don't want none of that guilt. If you just want to beat it, she don't want to be guilty. Hey, just do it, and if you're going to do it, don't.
We're human. We're both attracted to each other. It's like, just do it.
Came over for that.
No,
I came over to hang out.
Break down the bed like bam, bam, bam.
I didn't know. I'm being honest. Yeah, we were playing Scrabble, funny enough.
Wow.
We actually did play Scrabble before that.
Wow.
But here's the thing, is that I didn't go there planning it.
Right.
I didn't go there planning it until we're outside having a cigarette. And he was like, oh, I broke up with da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, God, of course. It's like, just tell me.
Did you get a marriage out of it?
I don't want a marriage out of it. Like,
do you want to be married?
Someday, possibly.
Is it cool to tell your husband all the different guys you've been with?
Because it's none of his business, and I wouldn't want to know about the women that he's been with or how.
Well, we like to talk about it.
How great Sherry gave him
We'll tell you each time. We don't mind telling you about it.
I don't need to know about Nina tossing his salad. Like, I don't need to know about whatever it was that he did in his previous.
Like,
what he experienced at that moment, that's us experiencing it. I don't need to know about what he did with someone else.
All right, let's just say this.
Or like in the bathroom, whatever.
What's in the past, okay?
Exactly.
When I'm with you now, you are the one. Okay?
Exactly.
What I do outside is obviously my business.
Right.
So I'm just saying, can we have that type of comfort? Because that's another thing. It's like, I don't want
because people
awkward.
change too.
I've had that
people change, and people
when they're with that person, when they're with a new person, you know, you become a new person. You are learning from each other. You're there. You're not going to be the person you were with, like Mike or Tony over there, whatever their names are.
Right.
You know, when I'm with you, that's, you know, we're growing together and we're learning as people. It's not necessarily I'm not going to be the person over there. And sexually in the bedroom, I will be another person.
And then too, when
you know what I mean, because you mold to that person.
Right. Exactly. That's
mold
exactly what I'm getting at. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. It's like
exactly. That's the right now kind of guy. That's the perfect kind of guy. The guy that is cool with the situation and not awkward.
No.
With the fact, I mean, women, we are emotional creatures. Unfortunately, that is. And I'm gonna be honest. Also a downfall because it can mess up the communication. But at the same time, I think as long as you're clear, it can always stay healthy and be beneficial for both.
Well, I mean, any new relationship, it should be forward-looking. I mean, what is the purpose of looking backwards and seeing hurt? I mean, you should be trying to develop the best relationship you can have with that individual.
But I'll be honest, like after that moment that I had with that person and seeing that it was awkward since he was one of my exes, like I don't think that I will ever do that again. Only because he's been weird, and I'm not weird with the situation. It's kind of like, you know, if it's gonna be over, it's over.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I think we're done.
I think we're about done here.
You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna have these guests back. They were beautiful, and you know we you know I'm an instigator, of course, but we do love everybody's views. As you see, I had Mega to call in because I just think people out there have these similar opinions, and we're just trying to say what's on your mind. You feel me? But you know, being that a lot of people been requesting the champ to really just get on this mic and bless it with some singing, we're going to have to take this thing out with a little old bang. You know what I'm talking about? Get on that mic. We got a co-host that could even, you know, sing a little taste. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what you got going on, you know? Can we turn this up a little bit? Champion, I had to leave y'all with this here movement, you know what I'm talking about? Next week, call the champ, you dig?